Nice. So much better than switching saves, just sitting on the same screen. That was cool. Fuck off, Rose.
Is he still alive?
He was when Olga brought him in. I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
This is actually in just one
I
footage here.
suspected as much.
When the
However,
camera goes
I know
down,
this man.
it's liquid there.
Wake him
This
up.
is just zoomed in and just one torture footage. And there's liquid. And then it changes.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
Oh man.
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Oh, does that look different to you? Fuck that.
This is my son. I taught him everything.
This is my balls collection.
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s. A civil war. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them. Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
Damn, Olga stinks.
Don't move. Stay as you are.
Olga
We're being
brat.
monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Hey, look, the codec can try to
Mr.
kill
X?
itself.
Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake. So you joined hands with him to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Nope, no longer scuffed version. Don't worry. As far as I'm concerned, that version of MGS2 does not exist. You guys want to find out how fucked MGS3 is as well? I don't give a fuck if it takes a second to load the codec when I can fucking play the game instead, yeah?
Jack, are you all
I have
right?
my eardrums pierced.
Yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Oh my God!
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
I don't want to share the master collection with anybody. I just want to forget about it. I don't know, during my brief testing though, MGS3 seemed to be the least fucked of the 3. So, enhance. Maybe we'll try it out. Good old codec
Get your
lag.
equipment back first, or you won't be able to do much good. Rendezvous with that man and retrieve your gear.
Definitely not.
Olga said that man would be waiting up ahead, if I recall. Get out of the room and head north.
Oh boy. What is my opinion on the MGS3 remake? What is my opinion of a game that's not out yet? Yeah, it certainly will be one of the games of all time. Unless they cancel it, which they might.
Raiden, you won't be able to hang, throw, or chokehold anyone in your current state.
Why not?
Is it really necessary to ask? It's just not a good idea to perform those maneuvers. There could be complications.
Oh, really, Jack? Do we have to spell it out for you? Really?
But you mean my dick could be hanging out? Raiden doesn't have a butthole, so maybe we're safe. Alright, let's see. I don't think we have European... I mean, we don't have game over on site on this save. So we can actually show the Tengu my dick here. Immediately place straw. I'm about to revert back to PS2. The more they re-release these games, the more the PS2 version is clearly the superior one.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
He was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission, according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you
Yay.
mean by that?
Keep her.
Over and out.
You can have her. I don't care. Mysterious fish. I need fish. 62. Hey, wanna see my dick? Hey, I'll show you my dick.
No problem here, huh? Wish I had that. Return to your positions.
Remember, Raiden is canonically hung. In Japanese, he says, I lost. Yep. They don't call him Jack the Ripper for anything, yeah. Nothing. No butthole, though. That's the trade-off.
Raiden, are they on pursuit? Fighting is not an option without your weapons. Find some kind of cover fast. Another tactic is to trick the enemy.
You could pretend you're still in restraints.
They actually suggest that you do that. It's funny because Rose is supposed to be gone now, but doesn't matter.
Raiden, with nothing to protect your body, any attack you sustain will cause greater damage than usual. Avoid combat at all costs.
Well, not gone, but like the Colonel was like, no more questions. We've got her. Yeah. So like, you think Raiden would be concerned when he gets to talk to her again? Like, oh, are you okay? No, doesn't matter.
Hey, Jack.
That's wrong.
Let's see. Oh, I don't need this.
Jack,
I was serious when I said I wanted you to propose to me.
Rose?
I was really worried. There are times when it seems like you're not really looking at me and that if I looked away for a moment, you'll disappear. I wanted to make sure you couldn't get away. I thought that if we lived together, maybe things would change. That maybe we could change things ourselves. But that wasn't the problem. There was something deeper.
I'm sorry.
I guess it's impossible for me.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Jack. I love you. I really do. Please believe me. Whatever happens.
Rose?
Bye, Jack.
Don't ignore me!
I'm gonna sneak through the caution now, I guess. Oh, look, the door, the loading zone already changed name to random shit before the Colonel goes crazy. Interesting. I used to think that it was linked to the Colonel going crazy. You know, with the interface, fish and mailed, and now the loading zones being called other random stuff when you go in and out of this door. But the Colonel hasn't gone crazy yet. So we have the area code here, the stage name. Hello, I'm a naked guy cartwheeling around. So the Tengus are always kind of blind in all difficulties, probably to make up for the fact that you're naked. Yeah, you can't really fight. Here we go.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky, to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh? You make no sense.
Forget it.
Colonel was just playing Phantom Pain. But most likely it's a reference to the orange VR crystals, the exploding ones, the UFO mission.
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Did you see that?
Ah, good old R1 inputs. We're both there. Go figure. What's up? This poor guy is just trying to do his job. Yeah. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll go away.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't
agree.
leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the
Probably, yeah.
fighting. You can just go home.
Even my patience has its limit. I just can't deal with this master collection anymore. Oh, he didn't say, what happened? Oh well. I think I was close enough. Alright, so now we're locked in here. Also, we can't hear any of Raiden's thoughts in here. R1, R2 don't work anymore.
The enemy fortress, outer heaven. Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
So yeah, the Colonel's going crazy because of the AI wormhole, fucking disc. What do they call it? Worm cluster, not wormhole. Holy shit! But in its basic functioning, it's still doing the same thing. Because throughout the game, he's been pulling lines from MGS1 that just happen to apply, you know? Kind of like when he talks about the corner view, it applies in terms of the controls and the context of it. He makes that mistake of getting the other lines from MGS1. But even from the very beginning, or when he says, you know, reach you, contact you, again, pulling exact lines word for word from MGS1. So he's been doing this the whole game. What the virus is actually doing is just not too different, because it's just making him pull lines from the other games, except sometimes it's the wrong games and the wrong lines. So the Colonel's behavior, even when he's crazy, is not completely random. If you understand what he's been doing for the whole game, pulling lines from MGS1 that just happen to be, you know, fitting. Now he's simply doing the same thing but pulling lines from the other games. As well as sometimes it's like data that GW has access to.
Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola.
I see he's just pulling line from VR missions. He's been doing it from MGS1 this whole time. It's not too far. But yeah, sometimes it will talk about random shit, because we know that GW has access to random stuff as well, at people's garbage data, right? So this here is a list of Japanese train stations in a certain line. I think it might be the one that Kojima used to go to work or something like that. Speaking of Kojima, yeah, directly from Kojima's home stash, porn collection. Kojima's holding the camera. He's about to whip out his dick. It's Kojima's homemade porn. Unfortunately, it cuts off before he can do anything. So that's in the game. Sometimes I feel the need to specify that. With Twitch in this state these days, you never know. I didn't put that on screen. It's in the game. Okay.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw Space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
Oh, okay.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
That guy was me, Raiden. As you'll find out in 5 years.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his code.
Okay. Just another MGS1 line. Let's see if we can get some of the rare ones. Especially his behavior with the portrait changing. But
remember what De Gaulle said.
Unfortunately, of course, Bluepoint fucked it up. Isn't it nice that we're back to talking about Bluepoint's fuck-ups now, instead of... You know what? It might take a while.
Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
I would much rather talk about Bluepoint's fuck-ups. Let's see.
You wouldn't be trying to give yourself a bogus score using some ingenious trick, would you? That's just about as low as anyone could possibly stoop. I can't believe you sometimes.
Of course it's still bad. Just because it's not as bad doesn't make it good. It just makes it less bad. Oh man. Bluepoint did some unexcusable shit in this game.
Infiltrate the fortress.
Here we go.
Rescue the hostages and
Goes
neutralize
Babel.
Metal Gear
Briefing.
before its assembly is complete.
But yeah, if we get lucky and we get the portrait changing into either the MGS1 kernel or the Ghost Babel kernel.
You haven't reported in for a long
Oh,
time.
nice.
Until now. You think you can just call only when you want something? You disappoint me.
Nice. This call usually doesn't trigger, but since I loaded the save without, you know, calling before, we got this call. Nice.
An anemone or clematis plant's juice can cause a rash. When pruning them, it's a good idea to wear gloves.
Let's see. I should be able to tell.
North American fall weather
There's like a weird effect on his face when it's about to change.
days. What were you in your former life?
I'm not using my backwards compatible PS3. That thing is in it makes a lot of noise and I don't want it to overheat.
You got a PSP-1?
So
You can use that against Sniper Wolf.
it's kind of a pain in the ass. You have to baby it. An actual PS2, which I have, would be a better choice, but then you gotta deal with, you know, the HDMI compatibility and all that stuff. We've had this conversation many times. Overall, it's still worth playing the HD edition. Oh shit, sorry. But yeah, I would really like to gear up to do the PS2 version properly. With upscaling and maybe a widescreen hack and all that shit, you know, on actual hardware.
I hear it's amazing.
Oh, there it is. It's gonna change. This is the effect. Look, see the corner in the top left.
Does a raw blink on Harry Carey rock. I need scissors. 61.
Nice, we got it. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but for a split second there, I think it was a Ghost Babel kernel that flashed there. Unfortunately, Bluepoint fucked it up,
Something I have been meaning to tell you, but I
and
just couldn't. I think you
it
should know
instead of replacing his whole portrait, it only shows up in a little corner.
Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were.
So that's just Bluepoint fuck-ups. They didn't actually upscale or even stretch that little picture of the Ghost Babel kernel. It's just in the corner now. It's supposed to cover the whole thing.
An anemone or clement.
Alright, well, fuck it, we got it. So all these doors are locked right now. The only way we could get out of here is to get enough of these calls, and then you gotta step a certain spot to the north. And I'm sure we got enough calls.
Patience has its limits. I get
So as soon as we step into a certain spot here, Rose will call. Yeah, there you go. And that's how you move on. It has both the MGS1 and the Ghost Babel kernel. It's
Hi, Rose.
random. Sometimes you get
Jack,
one, sometimes you
I
get
owe
both.
you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me.
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying... I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose! What's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long.
Been waiting long.
This is a just ridiculously, hilariously mistranslated line here. He's supposed to say kept you waiting, huh? Again. But this game's translation is kind of a tragedy.
That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there.
Hold on, we're running out of disk space, alright?
Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
No, don't do it. No. No. Fuck. This is my whole personality now. Okay.
Why?
Let's make a game about it.
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
Olga's revenge.
Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
You think Snake's hallucination here is not real? Nah, that doesn't work at all with the game's purpose. Snake's appearance here, as well as the line that got mistranslated, it's supposed to bring Snake back from the tanker in his badass tanker form with his sneaking suit, the bandana, and then the line, kept you waiting, huh? From the tanker. Finally, that entrance that he makes is about how you've been missing Snake since the tanker. But here's the thing that happened. The line kept you waiting, huh? Was translated early in development because it's at the beginning. for the demo, right? So one person worked on the demo, and they released the demo and translated the line into "Kept You Waiting, Huh?" And then, of course, a different person worked on the full game. And even though in Japanese they are the exact same, word for word, same exact script. If you look at the Japanese script, it's the exact same wording between "Kept You Waiting, Huh?" on the tanker and "Been Waiting Long Here." Even within the same fucking game itself, they couldn't keep it consistent. And now Snake says kept you waiting Huh?" on the tanker and "Been Waiting Long" in Arsenal here. So, whoopsie. The translation localization tragedy in MGS2 is actually quite an interesting one to read about. The game is just littered with inaccuracies and things that are supposed to be word for word, usually from MGS1, you know? That's the big thing that we didn't get. MGS1 lines that come back in MGS2 because they got rewarded by a different person who translated it. But in the case of "Kept You Waiting, Huh?" is actually within MGS2 itself, which makes it even funnier that they couldn't keep it consistent in the same game. But there's a lot of MGS1 lines that are supposed to make a comeback in MGS2, and they are just worded differently. Do some research if you'd like to read about it. Agnes Kaku and her words about Kojima and translation of MGS2. But yeah, so Snake is supposed to come back in his tanker self, you know, with the badass entrance, sneaking suit, and "Kept You Waiting, Huh?" which we didn't get, but oops. And then from this moment on, Snake is mainly there to be Kojima's mouthpiece, in a way. This is why it doesn't make much sense that it would be right and hallucinating Snake. Shit. So I started this on European Extreme. I kind of wish that I did regular Extreme instead, because on regular Extreme, if you knock out Snake and search him, he will have a dog tag, and none other than Kojima's dog tag on Extreme. Of course, Kojima puts his name on Snake and on hardest difficulty. You know, at the time, there was no European Extreme. European Extreme has no dog tags whatsoever, so... maybe I should have just done this on Extreme, but whatever. If you search Snake on Extreme, he has Hideo Kojima's dog tag, because he is quite literally just a stand-in for Kojima to deliver Kojima's message, you know, about finding something to believe in and passing it on and deciding for yourself what you've been through, what it means to you, and how you want to interpret it and how you want to pass it on. Of course, that completely fucking fails, because MGS2 received a huge backlash because people thought that Raiden was gay instead. That was their takeaway from all of this. And Kojima failed to pass on the series. He also failed to pass on the message about passing things on, which is weird, how meta it is. So we know all that, but that's why Snake is here right now. You have the conflict between the Patriots trying to suppress information and filter information, create context, and decide what will be passed on because humans are too stupid to do it themselves. And Snake telling you to find out for yourself what to believe in and what to pass on and how to interpret it, which is what you were supposed to do with this game, by the way, dumbasses. Nobody really cared. So, essentially the Patriots are right. The humans are too dumb to decide what to believe in and what to pass on. But that's another topic for later, I guess, for the ending. Oh yeah, once we swing the sword here, there's like a 40-second timer or so. So Kojima and Snake are trying to tell you to find out for yourself what to believe in, what your takeaway is from all this, what to make of it, what to pass on, how to interpret it. Yeah? But the Patriots think that humans are too stupid to do that. And they have to do it systematically themselves to save humans. from annihilating themselves with garbage information. And the Patriots are literally right, because this game and Kojima's message failed to be passed on. So the irony of it is just amazing, actually. But that's why Kojima and Snake's here for that, yeah.
Come on, time to go. If you
There's
run out of
people who
ammo,
don't
you
even
can
have like
mine. You got
inner
enough?
monologue
Absolutely.
dialogue in their brain.
Infinite ammo.
I couldn't understand that.
Wait up, Snake.
So yeah, as far as we're concerned, the Patriots were right. And Kojima and Snake's message failed, especially given the direction of the series after this.
Have you ever
Sad,
enjoyed
really.
killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit, just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all right?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Oh man, why did I do this on European Extreme? I should have just done it on Extreme, shown the dog tag, and had a little easier time with this fight. Hey there, Voxy. Can I have your PC version, which apparently is not cursed like everything else? The Master Collection. Yeah. I don't know. I need to watch some of your streams. I'm about to buy more PS3s. PS3 is about to triple in value now. Oh man, I have all this extra shit. Okay. Well, I was watching Nightfroid play on PC, and the audio was still fucked on MGS1. So, I don't know. Oh, Snake, don't be an idiot. Please. Patriots are right. Humans are too dumb. Here's what you do. Start up literally any other version of MGS1, preferably not the PC version though. And throw a chaff grenade. And then throw a chaff grenade in the Master Collection. See what happens. And listen. Just listen to it. If you couldn't tell. Fuck off, not Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes is not a version of MGS1. Twin Snakes is pile of dog shit. Okay, I guess that worked too. I guess dog shit is actually useful because, you know, it goes through a dog's digestive system to help them clean up impurities. So yeah, that's actually insulting to dog shit. Nice. Snake's kick. Twin snakes in the Master Collect. That would have been like the cherry on top, really. Can you imagine this new influx of people playing Twin Snakes and being like, wow, it's so much better? I don't know if I could deal with that. Wow, Andrew's one is outdated. I'm glad they included this. Come on, come closer. Don't be shy. Hey, look, I could actually use the fucking coolant with Square. Go figure. Nice. You think Twin Snakes look prettier than just one? Oh boy. Yeah. I could not handle that. Wow, look at all this PS1 TM. Ah shit, we gotta kill that guy now. Oof. Mango Bro, thank you for 24 months. Not you again. Fuck. Oh, don't grenade me, bro. Please. Okay, it takes a while to do it. But you do have to get rid of him. Really, Snake? You're sending this guy in my face? Okay. Oh no. I think we're almost done with 10 to 1. Yep. Okay. You know, it's funny. I probably have rations. Yeah, I have rations of European Extreme. Nice. Developer save shenanigans. This might even be a big boss run. Because of the short time and the lures and no kills. It might actually be a big boss run with cutscenes.
About this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy.
But
See,
it's
the
probably
thing is,
true.
the entirety of the
The
game
virus may
is
be starting to affect GW,
your own
which would explain
creation
the
from your
kernel's
expectations and
It was
experiences.
all an illusion? Everything I've done so far?
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird.
not it.
She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
Oh, that's
If the
right.
Colonel
It does
was
the
something
thing
that
with
I
the
partly dreamt up, then
Mind
everything
only.
I remember about her could be...
Don't
Not even.
jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
It does this weird thing where even if you do the plant, it still says tanker only. So I'm probably gonna get Night Owl. Tanker results tanker Night Owl. That's gonna happen. Oh well, who gives a shit? Yeah, the shaver is not much use to me if I can't fucking play the game, huh? If you can't control the game right, the shaver is not much use to me. Somebody should just make a PC emulator and emulate the PC version. Wait. If PC is so great, how come there's no PC emulator, huh? Actually, that's a lie, because there's like MS-DOS, Amigas, emulators. What the fucking about? Like, what? Yeah, VMs. Literally a PC emulator. PC is so great. Where's PC 2, huh? I don't give a fuck if the race serial numbers are fixed, but I can't control the game properly. It does nothing. Zero. Nothing. Worthless to me. I'm not sure why this is up for debate, but being able to fucking play the game should be the #1 priority. The controls, first priority. The audio, second. And the visual glitches, third. Kind of distant third problem. I don't care. I don't give a shit. That version does not exist anymore to me. Oh shit. That guy is just fucking stun locking Snake. So did he figure it out? And more importantly, did he use... I want to see Three Dog do a big boss run with this shit. Good old glitched Snake heels and ankles. Yeah, but even after you do learn what the controls are, it's a different matter actually implementing it successfully and smoothly. That's what I would call it, actually figuring it out, you know, learning it. I know what the buttons are. It doesn't mean I can do it or it's viable. Just fuck that. Yeah, let me just change 20 years of fucking muscle memory because Sony's too fucking stupid to implement pressure sensitivity. And whoever made the controls to make up for that is too fucking stupid to do it properly too. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll do that. I'll get right on it right now. Let me just change 22 years of muscle memory real quick. He uses nose. What? Why not the dick? You could have used his dick. Nose on the D-pad. What the fuck was he doing? Does somebody have a clip of that moment? God, I want to see it now. But long story short, yeah, it's not happening. With your dick, you can actually press like at least 3 things at once. If you position your balls strategically. You could position your balls on the analog sticks and move both of them at the same time. And then your dick could be, if it's long enough, yeah, you can reach the other buttons on either side of the controller. That vibration's on. You might get a bigger reach. How long does this battle last? Yes. How many Tengus are there? Yes. No, that is actually getting a little dangerous. You good? That's just this asshole, isn't it? Yep, nice. What a waste of a first time Tengu 1 and 2 on a European Extreme. I don't know. That's okay.
Fortune. It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you, Solid.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead. You want eternal rest? I've got it right here.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here!
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival, it was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute, split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real. No more games, Jack. At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now. I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. Now,
Those threats.
you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Fuck. I don't have time to watch this clip. I'll watch it after this. We could cheese it with a ration, but I'll just see if I can do it properly. Man, I would use the nose for the analog. You'd think it'd be easier to push the analog with the nose and the D-pad, but. So what did finally change Dog's mind about playing the Master Collection? Has he had enough of the sound or the controls or what? Both maybe? No, no way. Yep. You guys want to find out and just how fucked MGS3 is though, right? I already know. That's just why when I took over I played MGS 1 and 2 on PS3. But I guess we had to help Dog through the process of finding out. It is pure insanity. From my brief testing before this marathon, MGS3 didn't seem as bad as the others, but I did notice that like the equip sound effect played twice when you equip something, and you cannot interrogate and interrogate people without fucking aiming your gun as well, because L3 is both aim and interrogate when you're holding someone in CQC. The one change that I didn't mind was triangle to slit throats. That one's okay, because you know it's that way in MGS4 because there's no pressure sensitivity to it. But and in Peace Walker, it's to interrogate. It's the interrogation thing that's fucked. Because again, they had to do this bullshit with the L3 thing to aim. But like, other thing that bothers me about MGS3 is I've seen screenshots, comparisons, side to side, and like the textures are like blurred on PC or PS5 or whatever the fuck it was. Master Collection, it's like blurry. Like the things are all blended together. I'm not sure if blur is the right term. Remaster of Master. The Remaster Collection. You're a genius. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. The Remaster. Fuck. Where's this guy going? Ooh, that was a weird range for the machine gun. Cope Street. I don't know if 3Dog was serious or he thought, oh, they're gonna patch everything. I don't know if it has occurred to him that the PC and PS5 versions are patched and they're still fucked in terms of sound. Because of course there's no fucking patch notes. Who knows what they actually patched them for? But it's not the sound. We'll see, we'll see. I gotta try everything myself, but I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to. God, the PS4 has been just complete dog shit. I know that MGS1, I've heard MGS1 and 2 on PC as well. I'm not sure they were patched because it was other people streaming it. but they had the same problem. I was watching Jaguar King on MGS2, and the sound was fucked. And I was watching Nitroid on MGS1, and the sound was fucked. Oh, this guy's dead. And those are, you know, guys who know the games. I think the PC version of MGS1 is just the most offensive one to human intellect. You're buying it, imagine if you bought it by itself, $20 for a 240p shitty settings emulator with wrong sounds on PC. Yeah, let me just pay for a wrong settings locked resolution emulator with shit sound. Ah, fuck. Jesus. So at this rate, my PS4 is going to become a PDF reader. We open the extras menu on PS4 and we play on PS3 or PS2, actually. Oh yeah, I do want to show you something though about the PS3 screenplay. The screen, what the fuck is it called? Screenplay book? Okay, so the master book is a lore thing. And I always forget what it's called. Screenplay book? Scenario book? Something like that. I need to go look at that for a second, because I have a sneaky suspicion about something. But I gotta go check. It doesn't preserve anything. It's not preserving the original experience. It's just making it worse. But functionally, it's just a gimped emulator. Oh man, this guy's right here. Damn, this guy really likes the water cutter. Come on. Oh! That caught me off guard. I thought he was more to the left. If he landed on me, I wouldn't have ended well. Wait, what makes the Metal Gears easy to take down? What? Why am I using cigarettes? Why does anybody use cigarettes? Okay, look, it's the last hit, actually, so let's show off. It's hard to do with the grenade launcher. They're easy? Okay. Stream and just do a European Extreme and show me how easy it is to take down the Rays. Please.
decided to show you.
Olga, don't do this! They'll know!
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you? This is suicide!
Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots. If you die, my child dies. You understand?
The child.
I see. So that's why you sold your troops out to me. So many dead, and they all died trusting you! Weren't they your comrades?
No, not just comrades. Family. I know I'm going to help, but at least my child.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death wish, I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
I love how people are talking about the difficulty of race versus other bosses. Okay. Hey, but Gamer, thank you for the 34 months. Your clip is...
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off.
Oh yeah, the nose thing.
What's going on? What's wrong with it?
AI, GW, it's out of control.
What?
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines! Damn the Patriots! You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Bring him in. Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Hey, here we go.
I'll squeeze
Good
the
old
answers out of you
Bluepoint
instead, my son.
torture. Cool.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that. What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3 training kernel. An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the President's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Foxdie. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Foxtie. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW. Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus. Fat Man was a different story. He's one of our own people, a sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
missed.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
Bastard.
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Everybody down!
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead. No! No! No, not now!
Brothers! Liquid! I've been waiting for this!
It can't be!
I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken.
You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all... I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one Snake and one big boss. Time to say goodbye!
Damn!
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Hey, Snake! You coming?
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles. Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul-searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free. I have other reasons for wanting you dead. The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you. What? The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they've formed.
Yo. You were lurking there too, Bad Humans? I'm sure you are. Casual MJ, thank you for the 36 months. Hunt the Great Ones, thank you for the 3 months also. Yeah, I was talking to Apache during that cutscene, trying to make sense of some of this bullshit. We were talking about how it's weird that nobody has figured out what the missing footage is yet. It should have only taken like one little story run of each game, and you would think that somebody would announce it, compare it, tweet it, but I don't know. Bad Humans, what do you got? You got nothing? Does Heitai not have anything? That's weird, right? Because Konami went out of their way to make that announcement and claim that they couldn't get the footage back. And they went out of their way to put that disclaimer on the store page for the games and announced that they couldn't get the footage back because nobody owns it. But yeah, it's been more than 2 days now. Well, almost 2 days, and nobody knows what the missing footage is. That's fucking weird. And yeah, I haven't touched MGS3 much, I guess, but from what I'm seeing, it seems to be the least fucked of the 3, so. No, there are no license holders for the missing footage. That's what they announced. Why would they say that? And then nobody noticed anything. Back to battle with the huge raid. It's weird. Yeah, I guess so. We'll do it. We'll do it. Fuck it. It seems to be the least fucked of the 3, and we need to figure out this footage thing. But damn, man, I don't know.
This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. Nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the? The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces.
Yeah, I saw some screenshots. Dude, it's supposed to be the Mark 22, right? So the M39. I literally have a picture of me holding a gun on my Twitter from the back, so you can compare it to see if it looks like the real one. Hold on. I didn't take a close look at the trailer, but hold on. Let me send this about humans. This one's a little different because it's the basic version of the gun without the suppressor height sights and stuff. But she almost linked it in Pash's channel. This is it. This is what it should be. This is what it should look like. So, oh fuck! I should have taken the picture with the hammer cocked. Because yeah, it's in single action when in the trailer. But unfortunately, the hammer is not back on the last picture. Yeah, sorry about that. How could I have known? Yeah. This was back in May. Yeah. So that's what it should be, minus the sights. You know, obviously the sights are going to be different because the suppressor height sights on that and MGS3. But yeah, just take a look at it. I don't know. Alright, let's continue. Interrupt the Soldiers battle for MGS3 gun nerd announcements. But we already saw that the AKs seemed proper, or at the very least, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that it's not the SVG-76. The AKs are not MGS-V non-AKs, don't worry. At the very least, that I can guarantee. So maybe it's real guns. Unfortunately, I didn't have the hammer back in that last picture, but it should be close enough. I'm more concerned about the fact that they showed him aiming the gun, but not actually firing it. What could it be? No sound effects? Wrong sound effects? Missing effect whatsoever? No, I don't know. It could be anything. The shooting is not implemented yet. I'm literally holding that gun in the picture. I don't need a picture on the wiki for it. It's the same gun plus suppressor height sights and threaded barrel and the slide lock mechanism, yeah. You DMing me? Oh, on Twitter? Oh, nice. My picture and his picture. See, I wish I had the fucking hammer back. But no, it's... Yeah, look at it. Look at the safety. The safety is the exact same. Yeah, you should post that comparison on your own Twitter if you want. You can use my picture if you want, that humans. The safety is where it's the right size and shit. Yeah, look at it. The beaver tail looks the same too. I think they're going with real guns. The contour of the slide, yeah, no, it's good. Alright, we'll check out this nonsense on PS4. It looks good. It looks good. Mark 22 is based on the Smith & Wesson Model 39, which is the gun I'm holding in that picture, which is essentially the same thing. Even though the hammer is not cocked in my picture, you can look at the hammer in the other picture, so you can tell that it's the same shape, even though it's from the side. So the shape of the slide, the safety, the hammer, the beaver tail are all correct. That's a real Mark 22 there. Oh, well, we'll see.
Who am I, really?
Let's run.
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in.
Let me see if I have more pictures of it on my phone that I haven't posted.
It's not whether you were right or wrong,
Let me
but
see.
how much faith you were willing to have. That decides
I
the
might
future.
have some extra pictures of it.
The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name.
Yeah, I mean it's also in the tweet that I linked.
For myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah.
I do have a couple
Clean
extra
slate,
pictures, but
a new
none
name,
with the hammer
new
cocked
memories.
while looking at it from the back.
Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Peace Walker's real guns too. Oh, of course, France is the default. Fucking. No name. Developer save.
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up, we have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Yeah, that's cool. You didn't have to use my picture right yet. Hopefully people can tell that it's the same.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh.
Well, no.
Yeah.
How fucked is MGS3 on PS4? I don't know. But we're gonna find out together, aren't we?
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
I stare at the stars and the sky up above and think, what am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love? I walk by myself on the streets below and ask every child I know, inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday. Why can't each of us in the world ever see the best things in life are free? Little sounds of laughter, a warm hug, a smile, a kiss from you to me. I fall to my knees, I cry and I cry. Love, do not pass me by. Happy ever after, please stay for a while. Make time, refuse to
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I'll try to pay attention to the cutscenes in MGS3. I mean, what could it be? The JFK footage? I don't know.
It has been facing forever. Here I stand, come what may. Bring the old, bring the new. Yesterday, it's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
The Balloon with 74 months, thank you. And Def Jam Killers with 3 months, thank you. Yeah, it would seem that they're using real guns in Delta. Oh yeah, anything could change, of course.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet.
Squirrels will take over
Earth
the
may
world.
not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disk.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Legion, thank you for 32 months. We're gonna get some weird ass rank here because of the developer's save, but Pigeon. Tanker. See, it just says tanker because I started it from the menu, even though it a tanker plant, so I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's switch to PS4, I guess. Oof. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Those controls again.